Okay, so solving a quadratic equation, it says solve 5y squared plus 8y minus 100, and that equals y squared plus 4y minus 37. Now we can solve a quadratic equation when it is equal to a zero. So that means we need to move everything across to one side and make it equal a zero. Now y squared is add here, so it's a positive y squared. So on the other side, it will be minus y squared. Plus 4y would go to the other side and it will be a minus 4y. And then minus 37 would end up being a positive 37 on the other side. And then we'll have 0 left on this side. So let's do this calculations. So 5y squared minus the y squared, we get 4y squared. Then we have plus 8y, take away the 4y. So we're collecting like terms as we're going along. That would be a positive 4y. And then we got minus 100, adding the 37. That is negative 63. And now that all equals a 0. So now we can solve this equation. We can try factorizing this equation first. If it doesn't factorize, then we will have to use the quadratic formula or other ways of solving this equation. So when you factorize, okay, this needs to go into two brackets, and that equals a 0. Now here, the options are at the start, we could have 2 times 2, that equals a 4, or 4 times by 1, that equals a 4 also. But I'm going to choose the ones which are closer together or equal to each other. So let's try 2y and 2y to start off with. Then we have 6 minus 63. Now we have lots of options here. What two factors of minus 63 can we have? We could have negative 9 times by a positive 7. We could have 9 times by minus 7. We could have 3 times by negative 21, or minus 3 times by 21. We have 1 times negative 63, and minus 1 times by 63. So we got quite a few options to choose from. Now, since we have obviously a negative sign, so that's why one number has to be a negative, the other number has to be a positive. So I'm going to start off by choosing the first one. We have minus 9 and we got add 7. So I'm going to give this a quick check, because when we multiply like 2y times by 7, that is a positive 14. And then we have minus 9 times by 2y, that gives us a negative 18y. Okay, that was 14y. Now, if I collect them together, we get minus 4y. So that means we need to think again about this selection, because we are looking for the positive 4y in the middle. So what we can do is, we can get rid of all this and try a different number, or try changing the signs of these. Okay, so let's say if this was a positive 9 and this is a minus 7, let's see what we get now. So we have 2y times by negative 7, that's minus 14y, and 9 times by positive 2y, they're both positive, so it will be plus the 18y. Now, if we simplify these two, we have a plus 4y. So that is these are the factors that we are looking for, plus 9 and negative 7. So that works for this equation. So now that we have factorized this, we can solve this equation. So we have to make this equation equal as 0. So the first option is, what solution can we have here? So 2y plus 9 would equal a 0. And then we can rearrange this equation. So take away the 9 from both sides. So we will have 2y equals minus 9 and y equals negative 9. So dividing both sides by 2, divide by 2. So here we get a negative 4.5. So that is one solution. The other solution, we could have 2y, take away 7, that equals a 0, and then add the 7 to both sides. So we get 2y equals a positive 7, and then y equals, divide both sides by 2, we get 7 divided by 2, and y is a 3.5. So these are the two solutions for this question.